What's up, everyone? My name's Logan, and my favorite movies are Avengers Infinity War and Toy Story 3, not Pulp Fiction and Parasite, okay? I'm just a regular guy. I'm not a film bro. I'm not snobby. I'm not pretentious. I'm just a regular guy who likes movies, and this is my review for. All right, so these are kind of my biases and where my headspace was at going into this movie. So, I'm a casual Star Wars fan. I grew up with the action figures, watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I like the main trilogy movies, but nowadays I don't really keep up with like all the shows and stuff on Disney Plus, all the lore. I'm just not that invested. But when a Star Wars movie comes out in theaters, like yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I watched Mandalorian season 1 and season 2, and I kind of fell off with most people because exactly, right? So I kind of fell off there, but I was a fan of The Mandalorian. I mean, I'm not a 40-year-old Facebook mom, so I'm not a huge Grogu Baby Yoda fan, but I mean, I guess he was fine. Like going into it, he's a big marketing and merchandising pool, so I understand. But I also was feeling going into this movie that it was kind of a desperate move from Disney. They're like running around with their heads on fire because nothing Star Wars is landing anymore, and so the only thing that has really worked for them is a Mandalorian, and so they're like, Mandalorian movie. And then all the reviews coming out saying it's empty, it's nothing, you feel nothing, it's not good, really put a bad taste in my mouth, and that's kind of where I was at going into the movie. So, for my actual review, the pros, I honestly thought it was fun. It's a lot of fun. It's cool. It's got great action scenes, like really great action scenes. It's visually so stunning. Like in my opinion, there was no moments where I'm like, oh, like that's rough CGI. Like it felt like they really put in time to make sure that every shot looked good and believable. So there was nothing that really took you out of the movie, which I thought was really great. I've seen a lot of complaints saying that like this movie doesn't make you feel anything. Like I don't think that's what they're going for. I don't think that this is a think piece. I don't think that a movie titled The Mandalorian and Grogu, it just doesn't feel like they're trying to go for what people are wanting it to be. I think it's supposed to just be a enjoyable, fun time at the theaters for people to kind of get back in the good graces of Star Wars. Like, oh my gosh, this is cool, this is fun, I enjoy it. And honestly, that's where I landed. Like, I'm kind of frustrated at these critics who wanted freaking The Godfather for Mandalorian and Grogu. Like, it's just trying to be an enjoyable time at the theaters, and I felt like it was. I walked out enjoying my time. I didn't regret it. There was cool action scenes. It was fun. And like, I don't need to be emotionally invested in the Mandalorian. I'm invested in him because he's got aura, okay? Like he's tough. He's so cool. He's literally like the nonchalant king. And I know I sound like like such an old person using these terms, but I don't know how else to describe him, okay? Like the Mandalorian is tough, okay? And I care about him not because like, oh, I care about his character journey. Like I don't need to. He's tough, and I want to see him do cool things, okay? Sue me. Like, that's awesome. Another thing I loved was Chad, Jabba the Hutt. Like, his son, Rada, like, is not... I don't know if this is a spoiler, so spoiler, I guess. But, like, he doesn't look like a typical Hutt. Like, the fat blobs. Like, they made a Hutt like jacked, and I thought that was absolutely hilarious, and I loved it. Like he was so funny, he was so cool. And then another complaint I've seen people have is like, this just feels like episodes of The Mandalorian put together, and I can see why some people might think that that is a bad thing, but I really do think it actually works here. Like it works to have this almost like structured feel and onto the next, onto the next, onto the next, because that's kind of the vibe of the Mandalorian's character. And to me, that didn't ruin the movie whatsoever. It wasn't a drawback, wasn't a negative. It actually made it was an interesting way to structure the movie, and I personally enjoyed it. However, I do have two negatives for the movie that really bring it down for me personally. Number one is it's in the title, Grogu. Okay? He was so pointless in this movie, and you could tell throughout the entire time he was only here to sell toys, to sell products. He was only here to market it like, oh, Facebook mom, remember Grogu from 2019? You should go see this movie. Baby Yoda is in this movie. And he felt so pointless. Like, I did not care for him. Like, Mandalorian would be doing some cool stuff, and then it's just like, Baby Yoda, remember, he's so cute. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care whatsoever. And then, like, there was a part at the end where it's like a 20-minute, maybe even 30. It felt like an hour, but like 20 to 30-minute portion where it's just Baby Yoda doing stuff. And I know I've seen some people review that as like, it's great that they gave him something to do rather than just be the marketing and merchandising guy. But like, to me, that just doubles down the point. Like, they were like, oh, we need to spotlight him at some point in the movie. And it felt like so tacked on. Like, this movie should not have been The Mandalorian and Grogu. It should have just been The Mandalorian. Now, I know there's no world where that happens because this movie's not able to make money unless you put Baby Yoda all over the place. But, like, from a pure enjoyment standpoint, I wanted to give Baby Yoda the Cam Little special.
68 yards away. It's up there. It's out there. And it's good. It's good from 68.
I also feel like it's like a little too long. When you're making a movie that's just pure fun, it's just cool, it's just an enjoyable time, you can't make it that long. It's about 2 hours and 15 minutes, and towards the end you really feel it. If this movie was an hour and a half, hour 45, it would actually be amazing. But they add that Grogu scene at the end, and it just goes on a little too long and overstays its welcome, and it really drags at the end. So, how do you know if this is a movie you want to see? I think if you're either a Star Wars fan, a casual Star Wars fan like me, or just a fan of action movies in general, then you should definitely see this in theaters. If you're a little iffy on Star Wars and maybe want to save your money for other movies coming out this summer, because we got an absolutely stacked lineup this summer, wait till it comes out on streaming. And if you're a snobby film bro and you're pretentious and you need everything to be the best movie ever and it has to be deep with symbolism and all this stuff, don't watch it, okay? Let the rest of us actually have fun with the movie and just don't watch it. So, that is a regular guy's review for The Mandalorian and Grogu. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think about the video? And as always, if you have any prayer requests, anything that I can be doing to pray for you, please leave it in the comments. Deuskies, homies.